Hello Tech Genius, I am Ravi. Have you ever imagined a place where learning is as dynamic as the technology shaping your world? Then here's a deal. With iMatix, you can make sure the learning is exciting, impactful right from the beginning. You have interactive sessions with expert-led courses. In the world of tech, from data science to cloud computing, it's not just about a session, it's about doing, building, learning by solving real problems. So let's get started. It's as similar as how we know we created blended and digital, similar as that. And what we combine are the created blended and digital courses into program. Create program is the task. Create program. Let's say if employees join new hire onboarding or kind of things, we'll have some kind of bunch of courses assigned to new hire that can be a blended and digital. It can be anything. We can say new hire onboarding. In the content for the program is it will ask you for it can be digital or blended course or lesson. Because program is it is a kind of activity where you can consider bunch of digital and bunch of blended courses. I can first go for blended content. It's still a bit something recorded, the name of it. Yes, something and I've taken them. Oh, then their course. And I'm going to add another content. I can go with another blended content. Say something like what is that? Legal and transporters. I've taken two blended courses and then we're going with digital. I'm given a bunch of digital and blended courses. Submit this. Program is managed by business process. It's a plan for an approval. We're going to approve this one. Learning administrators, in general scenario, you will be getting a kind of a approval notification, because the learning administrator, core users or business partners for learning application, you will be getting the kind of approvals which you need to approve this one. By default, it will go for approval. No, not by default. We need to set through business process. We'll be setting. If you don't want to have approval, we'll not set that approval step. It's kind of business process flow. If I enroll as an employee, Jacqueline enrolled into this one. Submit this. How it is going to appear in Jacqueline's profile is if I go to Profile, Learning. Just see here. New Year onboarding journey, which we added enrolled today. She has enrolled and the completion status. She has not started doing this. That would be the registration status. This is your course. Assignments for an employee will look like. Now we just deal with creating digital blended and program. Now if someone asks you to create a course, you should be able to handle by creating this, because it's simple, straightforward. Once we create this, courses are assigning the employees that ask. One more thing that your learning team will be doing, assign employees one of the major tasks. That you can do one of the tasks called mass enrolled. I think we did see a thing, because they know we are saying to do. Jacqueline. Now we are assigning mass. And this is you can do for both employees. If you are a manager, you will be getting few tasks. This is how you know you do a kind of mass assignment. If you wanted to assign to specific group of people who are based on management, if you want to, as any concern at the management level, if you want to have all the directors to get assigned this or finish the boy just you wanted to have, you can set up this. Also, if you wanted to have specific job profiles to be associated with, only consultants has to do this. When you set up the checkbox on the 52 consultant will get shortlisted here from. You can see all this. This one is for certain assistant controller and we're getting all those 183 people. I can assign them in one go to all these folks. Now we just selected that 183 nurses. How to confirm it? We need to have a kind of proceed button. Then there will be a checkbox. We need to check all the checkboxes and then we will be getting an option to proceed further. Do we have option to select the individual uses in book? You can. If you're not selecting the in this way, we can get, there should be a checkbox. We are able to see that. Seems that you see. Let's see. It is for this employee. This employee, this one, there should be a checkbox. I think since this is just a checkbox. And once we check the checkbox, I think it should allow us to proceed further. I think Jacqueline is not a manager. She's a learning administrator. She should be able to check what security Jacqueline has. If she's not learning, she should not be able to. Business administrator, and we both are secure, you can see. This is a profile account. Security group. He's listed. She should be able to. Let's see if she has any team. We try to assign to her team members as a manager. I can assign only to my team, or how? If you're a learning administrator, you can do for anyone. If you're a manager, you can do only for your team. Only my team. If you're a manager, you can do for only your team. But if you're a learning administrator, if you're already assigned to all the global employees in one go, you can do that. Manager means the reporting manager. They're putting Jacqueline is a reporting manager and she has to be able to put into them. You can include all these people from management dashboard. This is something called manager dashboard. My team management. I'm trying to see if I can have a look at this. I had a course from the actions. No, I'm just doing the members. When I'm doing this and I see an option called assign as a required learning, if it is required, it is a kind of mandate. I'll be setting this one. You did type if you want to give any specific due date. Let's say 22. There should be checkboxes in here. I don't see checkboxes. You said at least one person to enroll, but there is no checkbox to check. There is no checkbox to check. Are you able to see any checkboxes? You're not seeing anything. Looks like this. This is what we are seeing. The cloud one. That is what. Generally, we select to the employees' high rates and submit they will be enrolled in a learning program. I'll see why the checkboxes are not there, but generally checkboxes will be there, and find out why these are not there. Even for mass indoors, it has to be that you can select multiple employees there to assign. I find out the option why these are not populating and check and let me know tomorrow. There should be some security missing. I need to see what is happening with this. That's how we go with assigning the cost of multiple team members. Once there is they should be able to complete that within the 2-day timelines, get that completed in the learning worker profile. I should write in the career learning profile. When you go there, it will be updated as completed or it's still in progress or not started. Kind of thing from learning. Yes, from learning. It's a career. If you would work a profile, career profile, the profile. What about the career? Click on this. Career learning. And I can see whatever it was, and you can see for Jack. There is a new fire on one journey. You can see the first and the state of the same legal and ethics. You're able to find when are you managed with the course program and the course. The detail of to which course we are going to move or the particular course as into how many uses will be visible in the report section. What is that? Can you come again? Is that report related? data detail of how many courses we are saying to how many users, or how many users completed a particular course, and will be visible in the report section. Yes, we need to create a report. Let's see if you wanted to have data visibility. I wanted to understand how many employees have completed this. How many employees started this but not completed? How many employees did not start it? If you want to have this information, we can create a report for you and share that report to you. And you can track that and reach out to the employees saying that the boss, this is meeting the deadline of completion. Complete this one and let me know. You can look the manager and ask the team members to complete that. Can we have option to trigger, sending the trigger? Option to trigger. Email is something campaign will do. Campaign will be sending an email when we are assigning any courses or topics, whatever. User will get the email. Campaign will be running based on the report. Let's see if you wanted to have campaign to be collected with all the new files every day. We will create that report and make that report return all the new files that they are running every day. Today you have 2 new files joined. This report will be pulling 2 new files. And tomorrow it will be pulling 2 new files. And tomorrow it will be pulling 1 new file. But you do not repeat the same employees when the hire date is completed. You create such kind of a report to my campaign and schedule that campaign will be running every day. Collect the information was joined with a different hire date and fix that. That every employee will be getting email notification on the compliance courses. That's how it works. Now we are aware of these 3. We'll try to see how course offerings and campaigns can be managed. Course offering. The reason why we are not getting the ones that we are looking is those are not blended courses. Only blended courses will get. Only blended courses can be added to the offerings. You cannot add digital or programs. Offering number is just a random number. You can give anything, any sequence that you wanted to have, you can go. Whatever instructor that you've added at blended course level, you get the same instructor. And if you want, you can also change for different courses. I have two courses which I'm assigned as a blended and taking this as a kind of a linear assignment for an employee. I think lesson order, you can see here start date. You can give when it is going to start. And the script scheme is something that pass or fail is something that you want it to. You want it to give that employee has failed or passed. You can give them course level, but blended courses are classroom courses. But you have to evaluate whether it is a passed or a, let's say if there is any kind of classroom training happening. And blended courses, combination of multiple, even you can attach digital course also. We can attach. And if you have attached some kind of questionnaire, you are on any kind of example, you are an employee, can answer the question. If I'm on the question, clearly you make it as a pass or it will be fail action. Since blended is a combination of digital and blended, it should be able to track that and give a kind of failure completely or completed, successfully conducted. It started, it must have not been your field. But here we have not given. Why is this throwing it? For the first course, I have not given the data to start data in the year of 19. We can define this data and get our each course. We added each offering that we can attach. Now our offering got a sub digit for an approval, and we're going to get this for an approval. Now we are saying, of course, offering the federal court's offering. Let's go and see whether it is sitting. Let's see. Sitting in. Various process. We can see all the approvals are completed. There is no pending approval. We should be able to manage this course offering. Now we're managing offerings. Now we'll just go for discussing high level information. Campaign. Campaigns are nothing but a kind of schedule which can take all the learning related tasks to employees. We need a kind of a new hire or any kind of other category of employees can get. Campaigns, understand, have all the activities in the campaign managed action. Campaigns are nothing but schedule or carry the kind of course information to employees and get them enrolled into them. Let's say new hire. New heads are there. And by the third day of the new head, every employee has to enroll into new hire courses. You will be assigning in that way. You'll be assigning in that way. When employee receives an email saying that this is the course you're learning, a teacher has assigned, and click on this link, you'll be navigated to the course and then going to the course. Your onboarding kind of a journey you can complete. They'll give all the kind of summary, issues, description, and I'll show you how we can do that. Based on that learning, administrator will be sending campaigns to employees. There will be a report also. On the report basis, let's say every day there will be a kind of new hire. It will be hard for you to identify who is new hire kind of information. It will be very hard for you. There will be a report that will be attached, and the report will be giving you all the new hires. It will automatically pick that new hire and send a campaign to that employee. You'll schedule that every day it will run, and there are any events, it will pick that new hire and send campaign to that employee. Just try to see if something called existing campaigns are there. I'll just see how it works. Then we will create a new one. I can show one of the existing ones and talk on that, one that will be created. You can see here. A lot of information is there. You can see. Campaign type is learning campaign and start it when it has to start, and category which is required learning. and for all the audience, for all the contingent workers. All workers, contingent workers. In the sense non-contingent workers around about 30 and an employee are part of this one. We should be getting all these details. And the audience in the sense is nothing but a report. A report will be there and they will be managing the report. That's how it has to work. And you can see the delivery details, how campaign has to send information to employees. Here you can see what is the course title and the send date, how it has to go for an employee. You can configure all those things in a campaign. It's a mobile notification. We can send email and also mobile notification. If you can push notification, it will be sent to mobile action. That's the kind of delivery option it has. You can select those to every enrollment that employee will be getting a push notification. Basically here what you need to understand is one is who are all the audience. You need to check. If I click on the audience in the next report, you see it is a kind of hyperlink action. You can see all workers audience and required learning and selection. There aren't any kind of course here. You can see this will be the report. All workers is the report from this report. You're getting those employees. Open this one. Whenever it runs every day, it will be updating the contact tomorrow. Today we have around 1300 and tomorrow there might be new heads. 10 new heads might get joined. It will update the account based on that. And it will get assigned to them automatically. It will be assigned from the report. This report is giving 10 new heads. All those 10 people will be getting that email and they'll be enrolling into that course. Based on the report, you'll be attaching that report to the campaign. The same way you're seeing on my screen, it will be a report, but the report request is for more than around 100 or 180. They have around 200 contingent workers. For all those contingent workers, the campaign is sent. That's what I've seen. I'll quickly show you the steps of creating, but we can test this in the end because this is the main area where you'll be working. I'll name this campaign as new HIF. Here we'll be selecting a custom report. Let's say if you're taking a custom report, it's not having anything. It will go ahead and create a report and that will come in this list. but generally the audience will be custom report only. There is no existing one. They'll take one of the tested products. Start date, I'll keep this from tomorrow. From tomorrow it starts running and it will be generated based on the tomorrow's date. We have to select the previous date. Previous date. Last updated date, it was asking we've taken previous date. We have created a campaign and add an item. Here you will be adding the line items of the course. This is in the campaign. If you wanted to add an item like which course has to go for this. What kind of message that you wanted to send and what is the due date that you wanted to give for employee. And I write a custom report. We'll be calling a custom report here. We'll be calling that custom report here. We wanted to send a Blender course name. Here go to the setup. And here it will be sending email and publish and message, whatever message that you wanted to populate here. You're getting whatever message that you want to add to the employee. It's asking only the name from display name. Adding the email ID, that's fine. We are onboarding course assignment. It is complete. We are onboarding course. You're done. Like that we will generally give, but in real scenario we'll have a huge message. Send date when you wanted to send this. You want to send today and the due date. When is the due date? It has to be around 5 days. I can say 5 days from the due date it has to. And we have the review. Let's make sure everything is correct. Let's use the not option. I ensure that everything is correct. Then I've submitted. Now we've created a campaign. Once we've submitted, the campaign has been sent. The campaign has been sent. You can see in the process, you can see where it is going. Automatic approval. It will be automatically sent an employee who is meeting the criteria of the report. All those criteria will be managed from the report, and every employee from the report will be getting this information, campaign information. But here that campaign, we didn't select to whom it should go. Do you remember the report that we have selected once, one of the existing reports? From there it will pick up the automatically. The report will give audience action. The report will give a few. The report is nothing but which will return employees. To those employees, this campaign will be assigned automatically every day when it runs. That's how this is managed. Now we have assigned this one. Now scheduling this campaign. We will be scheduling this campaign that every day it will automatically run this one. Now we have just created a campaign. Now we attached a kind of schedule to the campaign. We'll take this new hire sound voting journey campaign name. Sound. This is our campaign. Select daily. If you wanted to have daily, you can select daily. And we'll give campaign scheduler. Campaign scheduler and start time. When you wanted to have this every day 1 am, if you wanted to send, you can select the time. And if one day you wanted to send, from today if you plan to have this sent. Till tomorrow, I wanted to have this to be done and we'll schedule this. Now when this runs, this will pick up the campaign and it will be sent to what is missing. Start times will be in the future. Or you can say 20 to 20. Now it will be running as per the schedule that we have made. And we'll be sending a kind of email notification to all the members who are part of that report. That report will give us audience report and overall part of the report. Your campaign will be sending information to them. It will run every day as per your schedule and send this to target users. One is creating a campaign is one process and scheduling the campaign is another process. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.